Good morning, this is Lisa Wright with your Personal Best Training Studio and Terry Cobb, fitness professional with the studio. We subscribe monthly to this great fitness magazine called IDEA, and this month it offers core strength with Kettleballs, and we just wanted to offer these 3 great core moves to you so that you can add some variety at the end of your next workout. Kettlebell training is safe and efficient if done properly. With its handle positioning and offset center of gravity, the versatile kettlebell provides a unique workout experience. While each of the following exercises will target Terry's core and your core, you will enjoy additional benefits such as improvements in your flexibility, balance, mobility, and stability. Instead of isolating the core, these are multi-joint moves offering a functional approach. So the first exercise we want to do today is called a Slingshot-to-Hold. Slingshot-to-Hold. This move is great as a warm-up or as an active recovery between higher intensity exercises. Slingshot-to-Hold requires core stabilization while rotating the kettlebell around the body. A change in direction adds to the challenge. So we have Terry standing here with her arms loose and her core tight. I want Terry to keep her back straight and move the kettlebell around her body, passing the handle from one hand to the other. So I'm going to go ahead and start that. Now, after 10 rotations, Terry's going to switch directions. Notice to add hold portion, Terry is lifting the kettlebell as it crosses across the front of her body. She's retreating it in the palm of her free hand at the opposite shoulder. Alternate directions after 10 reps. Use power also from your legs for an extra push if needed. Watch how Terry uses power from her legs. Once you're comfortable passing hand to hand, progress with care to the next exercise, which is called a figure 8. In the figure 8, Terry's going to begin in a hold position with the handle in her right hand. And she's going to round the bottom of the kettlebell in the left palm in front of the left shoulder, maintaining a flat back, and she's going to hinge at her hips. Bending knees slightly and beginning passing kettlebell through the legs, maintaining core integrity. Switch hands at bottom and bring kettlebell around outside of knee to opposite hold position. Extend knees and hips in unison. Continue this figure 8 pattern, switching hands at bottom of movement, not at the top of the movement. Repeat 10 to 20 times around each leg. And Terry would tell you, be careful not to bang your knee. All right, the next exercise is a little more complicated, and I'm actually going to have Terry demonstrate it first of all without the kettlebell. So you're going to begin in a half kneeling position with the left knee on the ground. Well, in this case, we'll start with the right knee. It doesn't really matter. So begin in half kneeling position with the right knee on the ground under the hip and the left knee forward, bent at 90 degrees. I got that all backwards, don't I? Okay, well that's all right. She's in the right position. Now she has externally rotated her left leg so that the legs make right angles to each other, creating a solid base. So Terry is exactly in the right position that we want you to be in. Now, we're going to model this without the kettlebell first of all, but you're going to carefully lift the kettlebell into what's called rack position with the right hand so that the thumb is touching her clavicle and the forearm is zipped tight against her ribs. Terry will then press the kettlebell overhead, locking it into place, and this becomes the starting position. All right, I'm just going to hand her the kettlebell real quick. Ready, girl? Okay, so let's begin in the zip position first. So you start this, everything's locked in tight. Okay, and then she's going to lock up. All right, perfect. Now this is the starting position. It's important that you remember this. Keep the kettlebell pressed toward the ceiling, rotate your hips so that the left hand touches the ground across from the left knee. Go ahead, Terry. It's called a kneeling windmill. Maintaining straight line with your arms, perform this exercise perpendicular to the ground, 10 times on each side. Terry is keeping her core contracted, and she's driving the kettlebell up each time, returning to an upright hold position between each rep. Okay, so from the other direction, Terry has her kettlebell in rack position with the left hand now. She's driving it up and locking it in place overhand. Now maintaining a straight line with her arms perpendicular to the ground, Terry's contracting her core, driving the kettlebell up and returning to upright position between each rep for 10 repetitions. Thank you from your Personal Best Training Studio. We're always trying to bring you some new and exciting and innovative ways to work out your body.